This is my presentation on the diversity and access analysis of the Harassment Prevention and Campus Save Act training course that's offered at the University of Southern California. The purpose of my paper is to analyze the Harassment Prevention and Campus Save Act training course as it pertains to diversity and accessibility, and to determine whether the learning meets the needs and provides access to the diverse leadership group at the University of Southern California. California law requires that all supervisors receive harassment prevention training every 2 years. Therefore, USC's training department and the Office of Equity and Diversity works with the vendor EverFi Law Room to develop a mandatory 2-hour training course. The training module, Avoiding Unlawful Behavior, emphasizes treating employees homogeneously as much as possible. Discrimination can be subtle and in some cases unintentional. This module gives case studies of well-intended supervisors who unintentionally discriminate. In one scenario, the supervisor refuses to let a research assistant do field work because she's pregnant, and he's concerned about her welfare. Regardless of his concerns, he is discriminating against a woman for being pregnant. In another scenario, the manager hires an older and younger employee. He decides to give the younger employee more money because she's just starting out and needs the money more than the older person. In the first scenario, the supervisor is discriminating against a woman who is pregnant, both protected characteristics, and in the other scenario, the supervisor is discriminating based upon age. Federal law prohibits discrimination based upon age, sex, race, gender identification, marital status, and religion. One of the more interesting aspects of this training is the module on microaggression. The training describes microaggression as behaviors that aren't overtly aggressive, however they include hurtful statements nonetheless. An articulate black male describes how people will tell him how surprised they are that he's so articulate. They mean this as a compliment, however their surprise is an indication of prejudging him in light of his skin color. A gay man talks about people wanting to take him along to shop. The implication is they look at him as a stereotypical gay man, an accessory, when there's so much more to his personality. He explains that he doesn't even like to shop. A woman that is an engineering computer program talks about dealing with the condescension of male students in her program. They discount what she says, and when a male student says something similar, they give it credence. This section finished with a discussion on using inclusive language and being aware of unconscious bias. The final section is devoted to sexual harassment as it pertains to the student population. The objective of this section is to understand the leader's obligation regarding reports of assault and how to respond when a student reports a sexual assault. The instructional designers did a terrific job reflecting on the role managers, supervisors, and school leaders play in regards to power and oppression. They give several scenarios in which various acts of oppression take place. The purpose of the training is to help leaders understand what power and oppression is, what it looks like, and how to avoid it. Currently, the program is mandatory for all leaders at USC. The program would be greatly beneficial for all employees. The training department and the Office of Equity and Diversity are working together to develop a shorter but similar program for all staff at USC. The training program focuses primarily on gender-based oppression. However, they do include short segments on race, disabilities, and sexual orientation. The program could be improved by expanding the topics on barriers faced by those with disabilities and offering the course in different languages, and developing the course for non-leadership employees at USC.